Welcome to this video on how LANGuardian works. My name is Darragh Delaney from Netfort. So LANGuardian offers you deployment options for any size network. So in this example here, we've got a core switch, we've got an internet pipe, servers, clients, wireless access points, typical things you find on a network. So you can download the software. If you go to netfort.com, you can download a 30-day trial. You can install it as a on its physical server, also as a virtual machine. And what you need to do typically on a core switch is you set up a span port or a mirror port, or if you want, you can also deploy tap and plug the tap into the LANGuardian. So its main data source is network traffic or network packets, which are sent out via these mirror ports, span ports, or via taps. Now, if you've got a bigger network with many data centers, we also have options for that. In this scenario, we've got our central manager here, again deployed either virtually or on a physical server. You've got your what we call probes, which connect to the span ports, and in different locations you can deploy other LANGuardian probes. Information is processed locally, and it's sent over a secure connection so that it's stored on your central manager. So you end up with a single point to have visibility across all of your network. So that's the basics. Really, it all revolves around having access to a span port or a mirror port, or set up a tap or a port aggregator or something that would give you a source of network packets. So let's see what happens when traffic comes into LANGuardian. Let's take a look at the web front end. So this is the LANGuardian web interface. So just going back to sensors and span ports, if you click here to go to sensors, we can see here we've got on this box, we've got one local sensor. So it's single, like in my first image of a single data center. If I have multiple ones, I just simply click on add a sensor, choose a remote or maybe a NetFlow sensor if you want to supplement the packet capture with some flow data. And you can also import a packet capture file. So sensors are ways that we connect into a network, whether it's like typical deployment is via a span or a mirror port. Once you've got that set up, then we start to do detailed traffic analysis. So this dashboard here gives us kind of a real-time or a current view of what's happening on our network. So here we have the top protocols, we have the top users, top servers, and we have graphs here which show what the traffic volumes are like moving through the network. With something like, for example, file share, if you click on that and drill down, you can see what files are moving around. And you can go drill down even further here and see things like, well, what are the actions? Or even, let's get the username responsible here so we can see the user that's moving this file or copying this file off the network. So that gives us our real-time or current view of network activity. If I want to go back in time, if you click on all reports here, you can select any report, but I'm going to go for network events. And by clicking on the calendar here, you can get a historical view of what was happening. So maybe you need to investigate an event, maybe you just need to do forensics on a particular time period because you want to see what was happening. Well, you just select it here, press done. I'm just going to leave the last 24 hours, run the report, and you get at that snapshot in time what was happening on your network at that date and time. Now, another useful feature with LANGuardian is to be able to get alerts. So how do these alerts, how do they work? Well, you can simply see BitTorrent here. If you click on that, and then we mark this to say, well, I want to get an email. So select it, send an email. You can specify a source destination if you want to filter this, but I wanted to send an alert if anybody runs BitTorrent. Press save. And what will happen now, should somebody run BitTorrent, you will be notified, or you can send it to a distribution list or whoever's interested in getting those alerts. And you can alert on things like ransomware, people scanning your network, maybe somebody downloading a load of data off a share or something like that. So this is how LANGuardian can be your single point of reference for all network traffic activity. It's multiple sensors, single sensor. You can supplement with flow data, get your Active Directory information in here, and you can see both real-time and historically what is happening on your network.